Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with our president, Joan Laporta, in a recent interview where he spoke about some very important issues. He spoke about Messi, Xavi, Fati, Franchisi, Deco, Romeo, Lenglet, and many more. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Endrick, who is bound to go to Real Madrid, as it has been reported that Barca never had a serious interest in the 60 million euro Real Madrid signing. We are also going to be discussing on that. So, guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona president Joan Laporta recently sat down for an interview, during which he gave an insight into the club situation in the summer window, as well as the squad planning for the upcoming season. One of the major discussions during that interview was about Messi and his decision to join Inter Miami by snubbing a possible return to Barcelona. When asked if the Argentine moved away due to the club's inability to guarantee registration owing to the tight salary space at the club, President Laporta said, I understand that, but one thing has nothing to do with the other. We had an agreement already with La Liga that we would dedicate part of the resources to have Messi back. It was included in the viability plan. We communicated it to his father and agent George Messi. He told me that Leo and had a very difficult year in Paris Saint-Germain and that he wanted less pressure wherever he's going. With our option, we would have continued to be under pressure, and I understood his decision, Laporta said. The president again underlined that the club would plan a huge tribute for the 36-year-old, possibly when they return to the new Spotify Camp Nou. He said, good luck to him, and we will start preparing his super tribute as part of the 125th anniversary, and when we return to the Camp Nou, it will be a perfect timing, Laporta said. Laporta also confirmed that Barca still owe Messi money for past deferred salaries and had to keep paying him for 2 years. He said, what he's owed is the deferral of the wage bill that was agreed with the previous board and which produces outstanding payments, but at the end of 2025, he's paid regularly. Given the urgent need to reduce the salary mass, Barca have been looking to sell players, and Clement Lenglet is such one star linked with an exit, with Tottenham seemingly interested in signing him permanently. And Laporta confirmed that an agreement between those two clubs could be imminent, he said. I think we'll reach an agreement with Tottenham for Lenglet. Ansu Fati is another player heavily linked with a departure from the club, but Laporta insisted that he wants the 20-year-old to continue at Barcelona and succeed. He said, he should continue. I think Ansu should continue. He has to earn Xavi's trust, and when he is on the field, he has to make the difference because he has the talents to do that. We are delighted that he will continue, Laporta said. The president also confirmed that there are offers for many top players, but Barca are not a selling club. There are other offers for Christensen, Pedri, Gavi, Ter Stegen, Araujo, Ansu, Rafinha, Bade, but we are not a selling club. When asked about Franchisi and the interest in him from Saudi Arabia, Laporta said, we are not formally aware of that. If he wants to leave, we will respect him, but he can be a very useful player for us. The president also addressed Xavi's demands for a top pivot midfielder, but stressed that the manager must understand that some deals are not within the club's reach, while also pointing out at academy talents as possible solutions. He said he understands the club situation. He would like to strengthen the midfield, but he knows that some options are unfeasible and we would be wrong, Laporta said. We would be cutting short of the progression of the youth team. We have Marc Casado, Pau Prim, Gerard Hernandez, and Marc Benal. First, we have to look at hope. Asked about the pursuit of Aurelio Romeo, the 61-year-old president said, he has had an extraordinary year in Girona. He was in our youth academy. The technical secretariat is working on the type of option. Let's see how it goes. On being asked about the possibility of a new right back arriving, President Laporta appeared non-committal. He said, maybe, but we have to sign up Gavi, Araujo, and then we'll see if we have any departures. Deco has been making the move for Barca as new sporting director, even though his appointment has not been announced officially. Providing an update on the same, Laporta said, we will announce Deco's appointment in mid-July. He will carry out the function of the magistrate in my first stage. On Matteo Alemani's decision to leave and subsequent U-turn, Laporta said, it was a reason to be happy. We understood that he had a great offer and that he decided to leave, but then he thought it was a better thing to reconsider. He is one of the architects of this club's recovery. When quizzed about the new contract for Xavi, the president said he knows that the priority is to improve the team and the viability plan. Then there will be time for this for his contract extension and improvement. He deserves it. He wants to continue, and there will be no problem in that regard. So, guys, moving now to the next story of discussion. Over the past year or so, Brazilian wonderkid had the who is who of European footballing gunning for his signing. Barcelona too were one of the clubs interested in the 16-year-old Palmeiras prodigy, but ended up missing out on his departure. Real Madrid beat Barca to the punch, closing Endrick signing in December last year in a deal worth 60 million euros, of which 35 million is a fixed fee and the remaining 25 million is variable components. Manager Xavi Hernandez had spoken openly about Barcelona's interest in Endrick, even confirming that the Catalans had held talks with the teenager and his father. However, now journalist Santi Ovalle is reporting that even though Barca held an interest in signing Endrick, they were never fully serious about their pursuit of the 16-year-old soon-to-be Real Madrid forward. Instead, the report adds that Deco, who at that point was still a transfer advisor at Barca, already had Vitor Roque on his radar and was working to bring him to the Catalan outfits. The report states that the former midfielder had been working on roping in the Atlético Paranaense ace to Barcelona even before Endrick had signed for Real Madrid. And Deco, who is now the sporting director at Barca, has been successful in bringing Roque to the club. Deco helped Barca reach a 45 million euro, that is 35 plus 10 million in add-ons agreement to sign the 18-year-old striker from Atlético Paranaense, with a deal costing lesser than the transfer of Endrick to Real Madrid. Roque has been in red-hot form this season, netting 15 goals in 29 matches for his club across all competitions. Endrick, on the other hand, has managed only 7 goals in 28 matches for Palmeiras thus far. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.